U.S. state of Mississippi hit by a massive and destructive tornado on Friday, urging everyone to pray for the victims and people recovering from the loss of life and devastating destruction. He recording the tragic 6th February earthquake in Turkey and Syria, where over 50,000 people were killed. The Pope called on us to not forget these populations struggling to recover from the catastrophic aftermath. Co-chairperson of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 and Cholera, Wilfred Telemirankoma, has assured people in evacuation camps that all necessary steps will be taken to prevent the cholera outbreak. The development comes amid fears that some camps may become breeding grounds for cholera due to poor sanitation and a lack of portable water supply. The government, through the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, DODMA, has established about 577 evacuation camps in the 15 districts hit by Cyclone Freddy in the southern region. The government of India says it stands with the people of Malawi as they recover from the devastating effects of tropical cyclone Freddy. Making the remarks at Kamuzu International Airport in Lilongwe on Sunday when he handed over the first consignment of the 80 metric tons relief package that India has donated to Malawi to assist in the cyclone response, Indian High Commissioner to Malawi, Subia Gopalakrishnan, said they believe that the world is one family and family does not look at financial value when one of their own is in crisis. Receiving the donation, which includes blankets, tabaran sheets, baby milk and essential medicines, among other items, Minister of Trade Simplex Chichola Banda pledged that the items will go to the intended beneficiaries. In sports, Egypt national football team has arrived in the country for a return match in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier, slated for Tuesday, 28th March, at the Bingu National Stadium. The Pharaohs' full squad, which stand the Flames in Cairo last Friday, arrived at around 3 o'clock in the morning through the Kamuzu International Airport and is expected to have the feel of the BNS this afternoon in their official training session. Flames, who resumed their training yesterday at the Civil Stadium, look forward to turning the tables, having received a boost with the return of Peter Banda, who was a doubt for the Tuesday game after picking an injury in Cairo. And in international news, Kenya's Interior Ministry is proposing changes to security laws that will make it more difficult for people to hold protests. The Constitution gives Kenyans the right to assemble, demonstrate, and picket, but the participants must be peaceful and unarmed. Protests held last week in opposition strongholds left one university student dead after police used tear gas and live ammunition to disperse crowds. The changes proposed by the ministry seeks to, among other things, limit the number of people holding protests at any particular occasion and makes protesters pay the cost of cleaning up. Protesters are also to seek consent from the people affected by the protests, and in addition, they would also be liable for paying damages to those harmed by their activities. The proposed changes have been criticized by some as an affront to the foundations of an open and democratic society and as a law that contravenes the Constitution. And that's about what we had time for in this edition of our news updates at 10. But do stay tuned to Luntha TV as we bring you more news updates and for the rest of our programs. My name is Tandy Zamara. Good morning.